was a lot to learn today on Long Island, and we hope you were here for it all. But if not, stay put. We'll get you caught up to speed as Glass Expo Northeast opens in New York. I'm Holly Biller, Vice President of Media Services for U.S. Glass Magazine. The event kicked off today at the Hilton Long Island Huntington Hotel with a jam-packed slate of educational seminars. U.S. Glass Magazine research editor Nick St. Dennis got things started with an economic update of the glass industry. He made it very clear there is one building sector in particular leading the way for glaziers, and he also discussed a major issue affecting all areas of construction. The construction industry continues to see healthy growth in the U.S. Single family will take the reins in the coming years. As we talked about, as the multifamily segment sort of levels out, you're going to see single family picking up. Commercial segment continues to be driven by strong growth in the office segment, which will continue until at least 2020. The skilled labor shortage is by far the number one concern for a lot of contract glaziers. One interesting point on this, I was visiting a glazier in South Florida last month, and I asked him this question, and he's like, yeah, that's very true. But he said, but if you don't lose them, then you don't have to find as many. And I said, okay, that's a pretty good point. So he talked to me about all the things that his company does to retain employees. Other presentations included web expert Chuck Bankoff on getting leads from the internet, best business practices and tips from contract glazers from management expert Richard Voorhees, and Carl Tompkins on liability and costs associated with sealants.
Over 90% of the rework that we're doing in this industry is sealant related. 90% of the time you get to go back to Mrs. McGillicuddy's house is because that sealant was either the wrong sealant, it wasn't applied well, it's not operating well, it's not functioning according to design. As we travel around the country working with glazing institutions, we don't try to convince you that you're overspending on sealants. What we're really trying to convince you of is you're overspending on rework. And rework is very costly. In fact, studies indicate that anytime you go back to a job twice, it's going to cost you 10 times what you originally costed that job out to be to fix a mistake, let alone the loss of reputation.
We asked a couple attendees about their biggest takeaways from the seminar sessions.
The first presentation about the macroeconomic situation in the construction industry as well as the glazing industry was very interesting. We got a lot of insight about how the markets are moving up and down in different sectors. So that was really informative. I think the second presentation about Sika, we got to learn new things about this product line and so on. So that was a pretty interesting presentation as well. So overall, it was a pretty good show so far.
Well, the sealants, I thought I pretty much knew everything there was to know, and a lot of stuff popped up there that really should be on my radar that wasn't. The management thing and going back through with the employee evaluation and giving the employees a bigger voice, I think is really important. I think it boosts my company. Fantastic. Right there. I can't wait to see the rest of the seminars. I'm excited.
We'll be right back.
Glass Expo West heads back to California this year, June 1st through 2nd. Sign up now for the best discounts on registration and our host hotel, the Irvine Marriott. You can find the full education program, floor plan, and more online. Come be a part of this exciting two-day industry event.
Welcome back. Exhibitors spent the early part of the day gearing up for a big turnout of attendees later in the afternoon. Howard Cohen of the Long Island Glass Association, a longtime partner of the event, is one of those exhibitors. He talked to us about how the event has grown over the years and what he's looking forward to most this week.
The Long Island Glass Association has partnered up with the U.S. Glass Magazine and the Glass Expo Northeast for more than 3 decades. Every time we have one of these conventions, I look for new members, I look for new suppliers and exhibitors to see what's going on in the glass industry between commercial and residential and auto, and hope to educate all our members after each convention.
If you're in the area, there's still plenty of time to come down and get in on the action, as on-site registration is still available. Friday's educational program starts at 9 a.m. and the exhibition is open until 2 p.m. Otherwise, tune in Monday for our April newscast as we give you a look at what's happening on the show floor. For U.S. Glass Magazine, I'm Holly Biller. Thanks for watching.